Hey, what's going on? What a day, what a day. From Bob Hamill to Hulk Hogan. Uh, anyway, just another episode of the reporter vlog for July 24th, 2025 on a Thursday afternoon. uh, like I said, what a day, what a day. From one legend to another one in the wrestling field. Hulk Hogan dies today at the age of 71. At the age of 71, he was pretty much like I said, pretty much uh, our childhood because he owned the 80s back when wrestling used to come on Saturday morning. Uh, uh, but like I say, he owned the 80s and until he veered off into some right after I think you can say right after the 80s. We just lost a lot of a lot of respect, a lot of respect for the wrestling field. But anyway, he owned, like I said, once again, he owned the 80s. Um, he was something else. When it came to his from his clothes that he wore, pretty much the famous red and yellow, uh, to his do you I can't hear you hear you move. That he usually does when he comes to the ring. Even his pointing, he that's one of a kind. Yeah, he really was on the wrestling mat, but. Later on in his career, he got himself in some trouble. I guess when he pretty much hooked up with Trump, and they pretty much booed him off, booed him, pretty much booed him out of the stadium, pretty much. And plus his remarks that he made, his racist remarks that he made, uh, and but you gotta remember his the times before he got to that place. In other words, so you remember the times before we got to that place, and that's a good time. Wrestling in the mornings, seeing him going to the ring, either facing Jake the Snake or Sergeant Slaughter, or they the Sheik or something. I think I forgot that Arab guy's that guy's name. They usually wear that Arab head Arab hat. You know what I'm saying? If you're a wrestling fan, you used to watch wrestling in the morning and on Saturday mornings. You know what I'm saying? but uh, but this is mm, hey, wait. Never mind. Let's see another tragedy. What? Dang, 2025. Hey, let's go on. Let's stay. Let's go on with the story at hand. On with the story at hand. Let's give us a serious, a serious. Let's give us look into the story. To give us a serious safety net as far as what happened today. Okay, it's brought to you by NBC News. Um, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, pro wrestling icon and pop culture mainstay, dies at 71. His real name was Terry Gene Bollea. Was the face of pro wrestling as the entertainment form took off in the 1980s. 1980s. It, it's The story was published by David K. Lee, Doha Mandani, and Carla Chorus. Um, Published at on today, of course, at 12:05 p.m. Updated on today, of course, at 2025 at 2:40 p.m. Uh, Hulk Hogan. Let's see. Pro wrestling legend Hulk Hogan, whose charisma and t-shirt ripping showmanship brought the theatrical sports genre to new heights and of mainstay popularity, died Thursday in Florida. Officials say he was 71. Clearwater police and firefighters rushed to his home to answer a cardiac arrest call in 9:51 a.m. According to the city statement. First responders then took him to the Morton Plant Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 11:17 a.m. Clearwater Police Major Nate Burnside told reporters. While police will conduct an investigation, there's no signs of foul play or suspicious activity related to this call for service, Burnside said. Hogan died surrounded by loved ones. Manager Chris Volo told NBC Los Angeles. WWE is saddened to learn WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has passed away. Wrestling said in a statement. One of pop culture's most recognizable figures, Hulk Hogan helped the WWE achieve global recognition in the 1980s. WWE extends its condolences to the Hogan family, friends, and fans. He became a fixture in Republican politics in recent years and appeared in last year's GOP convention, ripping open his shirt to hype Donald Trump's presidential campaign. We lost a great friend today, the Hulkster. Hulk Hogan was MAGA all the way, strong, tough, smart, but with the biggest heart. Trump said in a statement posted on the Truth Social page. He entertained fans from all over the world, and the cultural impact he had was massive. Vice President J.D. Vance said he vividly recalls how much fun he had watching Hogan perform in his childhood. Hulk Hogan was a great American icon, one of the first people that I ever truly admired as a kid. Vance said in a statement, "The last time I saw him, we promised we'll get birds together. Next time we saw each other, next time we'll have to be on the other side, my friend. Rest in peace." Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said Hogan passing will strike an emotional chord for all entire generation. I was sad to see the news that Hulk Hogan passed away today. He was a major icon for anybody in Gen X. You better believe it. DeSantis said. So I was really sad to see that our thoughts and prayers go out to the family and people throughout this region of Florida, because I know so many people cared about him. The wrestler also played a huge role in the demise of a popular news and gossip website, Gawker.com. He won a $140 million invasion of privacy lawsuit in 2016 against the New York City outlet. The lawsuit, funded by tech billionaire Peter Thiel, after he posted graphic video of him having sex with his wife, the wife of his friend, Shock Jock Bubba the Love Sponge Clem. Gawker shut down months after the devastating verdict. Hogan, whose real name was Terry Gene Bollea, earned fame for his theatrical wrestling performances. He his career began in 1977, spending his early years wrestling in regional promotions across the U.S., including the World Wrestling Federation, and even competing in Japan. Hogan's over the top performances led to the Hulkamania craze in the 1980s, which reached its apex when it was pitted against fellow wrestling superstar Andre the Giant in a famously heated feud. Hogan's body slam of Andre at WrestleMania 3 is now one of the most iconic moments in professional wrestling history. In the true story of WrestleMania, Hogan said he never dreamed he could have had a chance to wrestle in New York City's Madison Square Garden. And once I made it a huge step into the big leagues, WrestleMania was something that I didn't understand. Hogan said Hogan made what was considered a controversial move by leaving the WWF in the 1990s and later joining the rival organization at the time, World WCW. The move gave his career new life as he led the New World Order, a faction of black and white clad wrestlers who played the roles of supervillains in the league. While Hogan was well known for to wrestling fans, he became a household name after making appearances in several films and television shows that widened his appeal to popular culture. He appeared in the third installment of Rocky film franchise, in which he took on the title character played by Sylvester Stallone in a fight between wrestler and boxer. Hogan's family had a reality series on VH1 in the mid 2000s named Hogan Knows Best, following the lives of his then wife Linda and their two children Brooke and Nick. The show was canceled in '07 after his son was seriously injured in a car accident in Clearwater, and was charged with reckless driving. Linda Hogan filed for divorce the same year, ending more than 2 decades of marriage. Hogan was dogged for his allegation of racism about 10 years ago, when he was accused of racism due to his apparent casual use of the N-word. The WWE removed him from its Hall of Fame in 2015, saying it was committed to embracing and celebrating individuals from all backgrounds, and as demonstrated by the diversity of our employees, performers, and fans worldwide. Hogan's apologies, though, earned him a second chance, and the WWE reinstated him in 2018. I've been praying for this day, and I finally feel like I made it home. I've been praying for this day, and I finally feel like I made it back home. He said in a statement at that time. That episode of his life might have left a lingering impact on his legacy to some younger fans. He was lustily booed by fans in the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles during a Monday Night Raw appearance in January, what turned out to be his final major public event. But old school wrestling aficionados will always have a soft spot for the Hulkster, who was critical in growing pro wrestling from a niche genre to a massive pop culture presence. Fellow wrestling icon Ric Flair said he was absolutely shocked to learn of Hogan's passing. Flair recalled how Hogan loaned him money when his former son Rick Reed Flair was sick. Our friendship was meant the world to me, Flair said in a statement. He was always there for me, even when I didn't ask him for him to be. And there you have it. Hmm. There you have it. Once again, another story that pretty much speaks for itself. Like I said, it's pretty much a childhood right there. He was something else in the '80s. Got mixed up with the wrong crowd, and later on down the line, that's when you know what he did. Um, but he brings back good memories. Like I said, Saturday morning wrestling. Never knew what was going to happen in the when the Saturday morning wrestling came along. But he will never be duplicated, original through and through, as far as in the ring. And that's all we can say. That's all we can say. But it's gonna do it for this. It's gonna do it for this episode of the Reporter Vlog. Um, you have a good one. Like I say, if you want to get in touch with this page, it's pretty much on a YouTube page called Think About It Productions. You can just type in the real and the truth. But if you want to really get to the page, pretty much if I was you, I'd type in Think About It Productions. Or this was like this. Well, you can pretty much type in the real and the truth. That's the problem. I have the page with pretty much two names, but that's gonna do it. It's another episode of the Reporter Vlog for July 24th, 2025, on a Thursday afternoon. Hulk Hogan dies at the age of 71. I'm gone.